After you saute the onions, go ahead and dice the Canadian bacon, and parsley and add everything to a bowl. Add pepper, mix very thoroughly, and then go ahead and put it in the refrigerator. Add more. I don't really measure things, so I never really know how much pepper to put in. But here's a helpful hint. Having a beer around really helps a lot. And go ahead and put it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. Place 2 cups of flour and then put the egg mixture from the frying pan into the flour. Add sour cream and then add the rest of the flour and let it sit for 10 minutes. Place some flour on parchment paper or something similar and then knead the dough for about 10 minutes.
There's a joke written in there somewhere. The filling smells very good. He did a very good job on the filling. Yeah, you definitely don't want to put a lot of pepper.
Yeah, he wants legal proof that he did a good job.
Alright, we're done here.
All right, and then you want to make it quite thin, the dough that is. So you want to make the dough quite thin, not quite paper thin, but darn close to that. And what I like to do is be able to make at least 2 of these at a time. I might even be able to do 3 with this. Oops. All right, there we go. Fix that. It helps to use a spoon so you get a little consistent amount. It's maybe just a tad too much. You don't want to put too much in because then you won't be able to close it properly. Transfer a little bit of this over there. There we go. And then you fold it over and then you pinch it the whole way, including the very end. Otherwise, when it's baking, it will kind of leak out of the sides. Now, some people just go with that. What I like to do is roll it over on itself so the seam that I've pinched is on the bottom and it kind of closes up even better. And then you shape it kind of like maybe 1/3 of a moon size, something like that. And there you go. Go. You can turn it off. Now you'll see that some of these have opened up, and that's because my little helpers on this first batch did not close them well enough, so they opened up. And then of course, some of these are too thin, so you can see the stuff inside. I think another reason why they opened up as well is there was too much filling put in there, so it couldn't get a good closure. Well, here they are, and there's still one more tray in the oven, and it looks like we made 49 Pīrāgs, and just a little bit left over. And what I usually do with the leftover filling is put it in an omelet the next day.
No, this one looks so
Pretty good.
I've been asked how I got this recipe. It came from my grandmother, Amelia Bokums, as best as my mother remembered it and wrote it down for me. I then watched several YouTube videos and made a few tweaks to the recipe, and I'm still making a few changes over the years. You can get my recipe at the end of this video by taking a screenshot of it. It is two-sided. After kneading the dough, you place it in a slightly greased bowl and cover it with a warm towel for 90 minutes. And as you can see here, it has risen very nicely.
Does not work unless you're dealing with incompetence. Because then that means you actually have to do something.
Why is it just sticking? Too much flour? How much?
I don't know, just keep going. I don't really measure things very well.
That's good.
Do a little bit more.